Hello! It's Raimi, and today I am getting my life back together, and that starts with putting on my audiobook. I'm currently listening to Charm by Tracy Wolf. I'm 34% of the way through it, and I am going to clean and get my life together, and then we will sit down and talk about books. But first things first, I need to make my bed.
If he doesn't mind your power, she reaches for one of the squared off melons I noted earlier. Uses the scissors to snip it from behind. Well, doesn't have the means to have insulted look. Thanks. All several food items.
Just got out of the shower. But for today's video, I thought it would be super fun to kind of do a what I read in a week / getting out of a book slump. So like covering a lot of things, but I thought it'd be interesting to kind of document how much I'm actually reading when I'm actively trying to get out of a reading slump, because I just feel like a lot of the times you see people reading 300 to 500 pages a day and getting through a book a day, and like that's not always realistic. So yeah, I just thought it would be kind of fun to like document my reading, attempting to get out of a reading slump, and I feel like I'm on my way there. I feel like it's slowly going away. Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like January can just be a little bit hard for reading, because I don't know if it's like there's so many things like, and there's this pressure in January to like accomplish all of these goals and start these new habits and like do all these new things, and like I don't know if that's why it can be difficult, because you're just like moving 10,000 miles a minute, and so you're like not allowing yourself to settle and read, or like I don't know what it is. I just feel like I've been kind of in a reading slump the last couple of weeks, so I wanted to try to get out of that. Currently I'm reading, you guys saw my audiobook that I'm reading. I am listening to Charm by Tracy Wolf, and that's going really well. And then I'm also reading 2 other books, because of course I have to have multiple books and multiple contexts, I guess. So Crooked Kingdom, I'm actually reading primarily on my Kindle at night before bed. So this one I am maybe 20% of the way through right now, and it's actually going really good. I'm enjoying it a lot more than I enjoyed Six of Crows, which I did not expect, but the ending of Six of Crows was such a cliffhanger, and I was not going to continue the series because I didn't enjoy Six of Crows, but then the ending, I was kind of like the one character that I love, like that, and I was attached to, like I had to know what was going on. So the second book that I'm reading that I only have this much left, so I'm doing okay, is The Scarlet Veil by Shelby Mahurin. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she wrote the Serpent and Dove trilogy, and I love that trilogy. It is one of my favorites. And she recently to me, because I had seen that she was coming out with another book, and I guess I just didn't put it on my radar because I didn't think it was coming out until sometime in 2024, but it actually came out in September of 2023. So the other day when I was at Barnes, I spotted it and I was like, how is that here? I don't understand. And then I looked at the publishing date and it was September of 2023, and I was like, wow, I fully missed the boat on that one. But I am really enjoying this. It's so good. It's about one of the characters that you see in the Serpent and Dove series, and so it's kind of diving into their own story and like what's going on in their life, and I really enjoy that. And you do get like cameos from the other main characters in the Serpent and Dove series, and it is just making my whole life. So I am really enjoying this so far. It's going a little bit slow, but I think most of that is because of my book slump. Those are the books that we're trying to get through right now. And yeah, so starting tomorrow, I'm gonna do maybe Monday through Friday. I'm going to document Monday through Friday and kind of see how much reading I actually do, actively trying to get out of a reading slump and just kind of getting my life situated. Like, I got a book cart that I want to build and I'm excited to put my TBR on it. I've got like fun, exciting things that I want to do this week. Yeah. Really crooked. Hold on. It is Monday morning. I have my oat milk latte. Oh, yeah, that's a good one this morning. I am starting on the Scarlet Veil today. We are on page 410. So that is where we're gonna start out this morning. And I'm gonna sit here and drink my coffee and do some reading. And I'm super excited because it's getting really, really, really good. And we only have about 210 pages left. So we're like in the home stretch where like all the juicy, good stuff is happening. So I am doing an export on what I was editing. If you can hear my computer, that is why it's like sucking wind right now. But I post what I read in a week, like mini shorts, almost every week. I don't always quite get it every week, but I try to because it's super fun. And so that's what I'm exporting right now. So if you want to go check out my Instagram or TikTok, or I even post them on YouTube shorts as well. I do try really hard to post weekly what I read in a week, so that just kind of summarize how many pages I read every week. We're gonna go ahead and post that because I like to post them on Mondays because I do Monday through Sunday and then I post on Monday. And then Monday through Sunday, post on Monday. So yeah, and then I will get back to reading in a little bit, but I just needed to switch it up. I needed a change of pace. I needed to do something else. I am excited to keep reading Scarlet Veil. There has been some very interesting uncoverings in the last like 15 pages, so I'm very curious to see what happens next. So good. I just made myself some homemade lemonade. I I just finished my walk and had so much fun trudging around in the snow. It was so beautiful and the sun was shining and it was just gorgeous and it made my whole day. And I am continuing to listen to my audiobook, Charmed by Tracy Wolf, and I'm 44% of the way through, so almost halfway through. I'm going to drink my lemonade, maybe pick up the house a little bit while I continue to listen to my audiobook because I'm not really ready to sit down and read my physical book just yet. And I want to pick up a few things around the house just to like maintain keeping a cleaner house this year in 2024. I want to be more on top of doing little pickups throughout the week instead of just like leaving it all to one day or letting it get so out of hand that I get intimidated or overwhelmed by the amount of cleaning that I have to do. Hi. It is much later and I have been hanging out with my husband. I've been scrolling like crazy today. So the reading has just I made myself a tea and then I have my book here. We got to page 429. So not a lot of progress yet today, but I'm gonna read for a little bit. Hello, good morning. It is the next day. I actually have a book cart that I want to put together that I got for Christmas and I'm so excited. So also I'm so sorry if my washer is really bothering you. It's really loud right now, so I apologize, but gotta do some laundry. Gotta happen. I got this book cart for Christmas and I haven't put it together yet and I am literally so excited. I don't know if I know exactly how many pages I read. I'll have to give you that update in a little bit. But I wound up reading for a long time last night before I fell asleep. So crazy that the whole book cart is just in here. Cute. Last night I got pretty far into the Scarlet and I also did some pretty good reading in Crooked Kingdom, and it's so funny because I really didn't love Six of Crows. I liked the way that it ended, but I didn't really like majority of the book. I was really curious to start Crooked Kingdom because I was like, I don't know, it could be interesting based off of how Six of Crows ended, or it could be just more of the same and like I don't really enjoy it, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I feel like I'm excited to read it and I'm really looking forward to figuring out what comes next, and I'm really enjoying the characters more deeply, so that's making me happy. The Scarlet Veil, I had to tell myself that I had to be done and that I had to get in bed because the cliffhanger that it left off on last night, oh my goodness, like I am so excited to pick up my book and get to reading. But I really wanted to get this book cart done, so that's what we are doing first. Literally so cute. That was so much more simple to put together than I expected. I am pleasantly surprised. I'm gonna see if I can get these stickers off. Ooh, okay, that wasn't too bad. I don't have like a ton of books to put on it, but we're gonna put some books on it. Really, I only have like 3 books to put in here right now, so I don't think that they're gonna like stand up. Here. So I think sadly we're gonna have to lay them down in here until I can get some more books to put. But the 3 books that I have in here that I'm like super looking forward to reading is The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson, which is the first book in the Remnant Chronicles. And then I recently got this at Barnes & Noble, and it is The Iron King. It is book 1 of the Iron Fae series, I guess. It reminded me a lot of The Cruel Prince, as well as Never by Jessa Hastings. I'm literally so excited to read this. Now they have more of a place than just like sitting randomly on my bookshelf, so that's really fun. I don't know what else. I'm gonna finish drinking my coffee and probably get to reading The Scarlet Veil and seeing what's gonna happen next. It is freezing. I just got in the car for an appointment and I literally just witnessed the sweetest, cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It was this old couple and the man was wheeling out his wife or I don't know, partner or whatever. And there's so much snow around here, and she like reached out and grabbed some snow and she was like, oh my gosh, it's so soft and cold. And she was like feeling it in her hands and she was going like, whoa, it's so cold. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's literally the cutest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. So yeah, that was amazing. I am freezing and it's literally 20 degrees here right now. So, but my jacket, I can't drive. Is anyone else like this? Like I can't drive or I can't eat when I have like really bulky things on my body. I'm trying to decide if I want to drive to Barnes right now or not. I also haven't been to Half Price Books in forever. I also could probably go to the grocery store. I need black pepper. I'm out of black pepper. I don't know what to do. There's just so much to do. I'll probably go to the store, get the couple things that I need because I can sit in the car because it's 20 degrees outside, and then I might go to Barnes & Noble. So I did my shopping, and the local shop that I do my grocery shopping at actually has Jellycats, which is so random. I have been looking for this specific one to sit on my fantasy shelves on my bookshelves, and I found it today. Isn't it so cute? It's a little dragon. This thing is so cute with its little wings. Procured the dragon today. I decided not to go to Barnes because it's kind of on the opposite side of town. So on my way home is this used bookstore. So I figured we'd pop in and see if there was anything that I couldn't live without today. I did wind up finishing The Scarlet Veil last night, and it was so good, of course, because it was written by Shelby Mahern, however you say her name. It was a major cliffhanger, and the next book doesn't come out until October 2024. Thankfully, at least that's this year, because I have had, I mean, we've all experienced this where like the book has no date for the sequel, and you're like, what the heck? What am I supposed to do with my life kind of thing? So at least I know October 2024, we're gonna get the next book in this series. I think that I would give this a 4.25 stars, and I definitely think that this has helped me kind of crawl out of my book slump. I don't want to say that this book lagged, because I don't really think it did, because every time I sat down to read it, I was very excited and like would get through a good amount of pages. But because I was in a book slump, I was not really picking it up very much, but I don't think that is the fault of the book. I think that is my own struggle with just like being sick and kind of being the new year and just having so many things on my plate and so many things that I want to do and so many different ways that I wanted to spend my time. This book, I don't know if I really talked about like what it's about, but it's about a girl. I don't know exactly how to pronounce the main character's name. There's this group of huntsmen in this world called the Chasers. At least that's what I call them. Everything is French in here, so like all the names, and there's a lot of French dialogue, so a lot of the names I just don't know how to pronounce. Our female main character becomes the first huntswoman and joins the Chasers. Her fiance is also a part of the Chasers and is also the captain, and so she is trying to prove herself, feel like she belongs in this group of men, and she's trying to better the world that she lives in. If you read the Serpent and Dove series, this character has gone through a lot in the past series, which I won't say, and I don't want to give anything away if you want to read the Serpent and Dove series, but you're kind of getting a glimpse into her life post these traumatic things going on, and so she's trying to reclaim her life, do something good with her life. She joins the Chasers, she's engaged, she's like determined to come into this new role. Essentially what happens is there's a mass murderer on the loose, and this killer is leaving bodies all throughout the town, and the Chasers and her, the main character, she's trying to figure out who the killer is, what is going on, and they are essentially introduced to a new kind of supernatural. I absolutely love Shelby Mahern's writing. I don't know if I've read anything quite like her style. I just find it so captivating and so like, she can write about some seriously grotesque things without it being unreadable, if that makes sense, and she can capture these dark and serious emotions so well as like some of the most beautiful and captivating emotions. I'm just so impressed by the uniqueness of her world and characters, and the development and the path that they go on is just so interesting to me. Now we kind of need to switch up gears a little bit. So I have been reading The Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo on my Kindle, and I think I'm going to switch that over to full-time physical book because I need to start reading my book club book for February, which is Divine Rivals. I have it on Kindle Unlimited, so I figured that that is a good way to read it. So right now I am 46% of the way through Crooked Kingdom on page 280 in the Kindle. That was like exact. It's 280 and 280. That's surprising. Okay. I'm so excited to start Divine Rivals. I'm literally so excited to start this book. officially Friday, and just wanted to give you guys a reading update. Yesterday, honestly did not read much because we had date night and I was just a busy gal. I wanted to see how much we actually read. Let's see, we gotta do some calculations. So total of 25 pages yesterday. Today is also a busy day, but I actually have some time right now to sit down and read. So that is what I'm going to do. Our warehouse currently. Jacob is working a little bit and my grandparents actually dropped off some tables that my grandpa made. I will show you, and for like this kind of like living, like meeting space, whatever, like this entryway space, and they look amazing. But I brought my book and my Kindle because Jacob is working still. I just wanted to sit on the couch and chill and read, but let me show you these tables really quick before I do that. He made this side table, and then he also made this coffee table. Please ignore the stuff that's on it that I just set down on it, but he also made this, which looks amazing with the orange and like everything. Good morning. I have books and our final update. Yesterday, I read 47 pages. In total, I calculated every day how many pages I read, and I read a total of 363 pages Monday through Friday, and then I did finish one book. I finished the Scarlet 11% of the way through my Kindle book, and then we officially made it past the halfway point. We are 55% of the way done with Crooked Kingdom. So I feel like we made some good progress this week, and I feel like I'm definitely mostly out of my reading slump, like 85% of the way out of my reading slump. And I'm just so excited for 2024 reading, because I have a feeling that a lot of the books that I've accumulated that are on my physical TBR, like I am so excited to read them, and I have feelings that they're gonna be really great books. So I feel like we did pretty good for Monday through Friday, and I'm feeling a lot better about my reading slump, which is the whole goal. Let me know what kind of books you're enjoying this 2024 season. I'd be curious to know what you are excited about on your TBR coming up for this year. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Happy reading. Bye.